Aaron, I want to first start off with asking you how dangerous was this incident where this Chinese aircraft launched flares so close to the Philippine aircraft?
There's a pretty big escalation by the Chinese in regards of incidents, and it could be argued that this is part of the trend that we've been seeing since last fall, where the Chinese slowly step up their assertiveness and their aggressive actions against Philippine assets, whether that be aircraft or vessels. The aerial stuff takes kind of a backseat compared to the maritime incidents, where we see more severe incidents. But the videos we've seen, right, really drastic change of pace. Chinese aircraft dropping flares and doing evasive maneuvers or disruptive maneuvers in front of other aircraft is not a new thing. I believe there was a recent incident earlier this year with an Australian aircraft, a helicopter. So, it's just very concerning regarding the Philippine scenario.
Do you think the Philippines is concerned that tensions in the South China Sea, which are usually between ships, is not going to spread between aircraft in the skies?
For sure, that's actually been something that's actually been something that's been on the table, especially when we talk about maritime cooperative activity. So that's basically the term for joint patrols between Manila and other partners such as Canberra, Tokyo, Ottawa now, and now Washington. So that when you bring in aircraft into the equation, the Chinese will probably get up there, as we've seen across the Indo-Pacific. So the main issue, of course, with the Philippines is if they really expand to this domain, how exactly do you counter that? We've seen a lot of hard-learned lessons from Taiwan, right? Where like ROCAF gets a bit exhausted because they have to keep getting their planes up and meeting these guys. And when we look at the Philippine aerial domain capabilities, right? They only have 12 fighter jets. Their radar coverage is very limited. How exactly do you counter these? And that's a challenge that Manila might have to start thinking about going forward, especially after this incident.
This incident happens at the same time that China and the United States are conducting separate exercises. Do you think we're going to see a trend where both sides kind of feel that the South China Sea is too small to operate in this waterway?
For sure, that's a big concern. But right now, the prerogative is everything at Manila's pace. So these joint patrols, all come at the discretion of Manila. And definitely there are measures the United States could do to support that, whether it be, found ops in the area or just doing their own air and maritime activities. As we've seen recently, half a billion in aid to the Philippines. So that's a big, and they explicitly said that's focusing on getting the Philippines to defend its sovereignty, specifically the Philippine military and the Philippine Coast Guard. So there's a lot of initiatives we could see where these, it might be like these two big powers clambering around the South China Sea